guys, welcome back to my channel. It's going to be the Easter holidays next week, and how are you guys doing? And as you guys can tell, I have gotten more parcels, and this time they are art materials from Art. I have bought 2 oil pastel sets and palette knives and some paper. So I'll be trying them out and maybe give you a side review on them. And for the first set, it is this Pentel 50 colors oil pastel set. Pentel is definitely a good entry point oil pastel. It is definitely value for money, and for parents with kids that want to try and scribble and draw, I think this is the go-to. But for hobbyists or artists who have done oil pastels before, and if you have tried the Pentel set, you kind of know that Pentel colors aren't exactly creamy, and it comes out really patchy in the work, and they kind of have a weird smell as well. But I'll definitely recommend this set for entry-level beginners, or if you're just trying to find something to experiment with. I've not tried these Daleroni oil pastels out yet, but based off the looks, if you can tell, it looks a lot more creamy and blendable compared to Pentels. And I can't wait to try them out. And as I promised in my previous video, I will kind of take you through the thought process of how I plan for a performance. And first things first would be booking a room. But I mean, what's the point of booking a room without a performance, right? So this is my sketchbook. And I usually like to scribble on my thoughts on what I want to perform or how I want to perform it, and where my inspiration comes from. And this time, this performance is actually based off a painting that I did almost 5 years ago. And usually I'm someone that runs through my performance in my head. So usually I don't really like to draw it out or storyboard it out onto my sketchbook. Not just performances, it could be anything from painting or any artwork. But this has been a habit that I kind of kept in recent years, and I found it rather helpful when I want to show like my process to tutors or like friends. And here I am just separating the balloons. I ordered the red balloons, but somehow there were black balloons attached in them, so question mark. But I mean, I'm not complaining. So this is an example of one of the balloons, and there is a needle attached at the bottom, and this will be passed together to the audience members.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Well, and as you guys can tell, there is a dog present in my audience, and he got scared. So the audience did not exactly act the way I expected them to act. So yes, I decided to try again. But this time I did it with a slightly smaller audience group and changed the format a little, that the audience members are not allowed to sit down and they will be part of the performance together instead of sitting down and watching me perform. There are different aspects in a performance that you kind of have to watch out for. For example, the position of the audience to you. Like in the first run through, the audience were all sitting down and I was the only one standing. And that positioning or the difference in eye level enabled them to be less likely to interact with me while I perform. And yes, these are the points or the lesson learned while I do performance trial runs, and these are the points that would go into my sketchbook for future purposes. So please enjoy the last few minutes of the performance. And that was the end. For this performance, I have kind of a fascination with how my feet are positioned as well. So the entire time while I did the performance, I left the camera on the floor to record my movements and how the trash bags containing the balloons were interacting with my feet as I moved along. I was also kind of fascinated with my mobility or the lack of mobility with them, and even how the balloons would interact, whether I was holding them or having them tied around my ankles. So what are your thoughts on this performance? Please let me know in the comment section down below. What did each element mean to you? What did the balloons mean to you? Or the trash bag mean to you? I would love to hear about your insights or what you've got from the performance. But of course, the best experience is when you're part of the audience. And of course, we had a bit of fun with the leftover helium after the performance.
Guys, I'm just like Kai Stelton right now. Oh my god. Is this like
And guys, this is definitely dedication. It was drizzling outside and I ran out barefoot just for this scene. I'm sorry for that crazy victory cheer. I'm an idiot, I know. And well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed my behind the scenes of a performance-ish. And I'll see you guys again next week in my video. Bye!